hell the dog at? Holy shit. Something. AKA dog duties. Damn. Hold on. Who are you? Aaron over here. Damn. That sounded, I ain't gonna lie, that sounded so good. That sounded so good. That beer drink dude, man. That guy. Wasting junk on my shirt? That's crazy. I want you, truthfully, I want to touch on a video that my homeboy, and I could literally call my homeboy and a friend here on YouTube. He goes by the name of Prepper Dog. He did a video talking about the sun, saying that it's
the weather, the heat. It just feels different.
That it feels different. It's heating different. It's just everything about the sun is different. And he was talking about being in Georgia. Shout out to Quick Trip. That the one thing that I miss from Georgia, a couple things, because my daughter still lives in Georgia, so of course that she's gonna be down here. But I think in a week. It's either within a week or 2 weeks she's gonna be down here near the end of July. She's gonna be out here in August for her birthday. Other than the thing, you know what I'm saying, that I miss from Georgia. The only two things that I really miss from Georgia is what he talked about, Quick Trip, aka QT, and Kroger. I miss them Kroger deals, and I miss that Kroger clearance section. Prepper Dog was talking about the sun and how it's different and how it's like heating different, like how like real shit is here too. It's the exact same thing here too. The sun, because I lived my entire life just about in Georgia, and even in high school, middle school, elementary, and even as being a grown man in Georgia, the sun, it baked different. It's like now, it's like they increased the heatage on the sun. And when I say increase the heatage, I mean it. They increased the heatage on the sun. So you're not crazy, Prep. You ain't crazy, P-Dog. The sun in general, I think, is probably different to any adult over 30 years old that actually paid attention or can remember it, you know, back to how like the sun used to feel, and even like the rain situations. I remember back in the day, we wouldn't go a month. Well, I'll put it this way, we wouldn't go even a month. I said, you know what, screw it, my bad, I had me a rum and Dr. Pepper. Back in the day, and truthfully even back to maybe 15 years ago, we wouldn't go 2 months without like 1 day of rain and 1 day of solid rain. Growing up, we used to almost have like a rain at least once a month. And now I think a lot of the cause is because of like the weather altering, like the stuff that we see up in the clouds that some people say are part of the clouds, but we know what it is. I'm thinking that the reason why the sun is baking different is because of possible weather altering. Like it's been super hot here in Florida. We got rain yesterday, and it was a decent rain, but it probably went a month with no rain whatsoever. It's different. It's different. You ain't tripping, and it's not just Georgia. There's something going on, but it is what it is. That's not what this video is about. Shout out to Prepper Dog, real shit. If you don't know of his channel, definitely go over there and subscribe to his channel. But this video right here is about talking too much in social situations. I've noticed as of late, for one, I'm not in too many social situations. I don't be going out like that. I ain't going to clubs. I ain't going to bars. I ain't going to breweries. I don't really, at this point in life and time, in space, I'm more of a homebody type person, but I've been that my entire life. But I've noticed now that I'm more of a homebody when I go out now. And it could be because of age, but it could be because of more, instead of me just having the responsibility of me and my daughter, or just me, like now there's more responsibility as far as like upholding a household, having shit to do, cleaning up a yard, all this, that, and the other. And I don't get out that much, real shit. When I get out, or when we get out, me and my wife will go out, whatever. But what I've noticed, and the reason why, the thing that prompted this video was I was at work today. I noticed a few people in the situations that they just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And everybody was part of the conversation, butting in, just talking, like saying, oh, cutting people off and then going to their rants. And everybody feels a need to rant now about nothing, real shit, and correlating one thing that someone else said to another thing, but then going off in their own rant. And it's kind of funny because I really looked at it today as if I think social media is really broadening people's narcissistic characteristics as far as like talking. I'm not a talker, real shit. You would think that I am a talker because I do YouTube videos, and I've been doing YouTube videos for years and years, But in life and in social situations, I'm one of them room readers. I'm a room reader. Like I be checking temperatures. My wife says it all the time. That like, dang, that's crazy. You said that. Like I could talk to somebody for 20 seconds, a minute, half a minute, and know kind of exactly what they're about. I noticed that people are way more inclined as of late to just talk. Just talk. Like I'm not awkward. I'm not a socially awkward person. I'm not shy by any means necessary. Hell, I do YouTube videos, but the reason why I do these YouTube videos because now this is the time where I can talk. Because real shit, I ain't gonna lie. I've noticed whenever I drink and I have especially when I drink like liquor or something like that, like I had a rum and Dr. Pepper earlier, I turn into those motherfuckers. But I'm thinking that my drink, my rum and Dr. Pepper, my Johnny Walker, my wine, even if I have like a couple glasses of wine, my anything that gets me buzzed has me talking and cutting people off and this, that, and the other. I think that in life and in general, people are more like that because of social media. And I noticed that today. Like I said, I'm a temperature checker. I be checking the temperature of the room. I be checking the temperature of people and just seeing. And it's funny because the person that talks so much, if you're in a room with 10 people or 5 people, there's always one person that thinks, for one, they want to talk more than everybody else. That one person that wants to talk more than everybody else, in their mind, they think they know more than everybody else. They talk more, they talk louder, they have a rebuttal to everything that's said, and they always turn that rebuttal into something that's going on in their head, and they start going on that tangent. And then if they get overtaken, aka they get intercepted in conversation by somebody else saying something else, they'll re-intercept that same thing and then put it back on them and then start talking about something else. That person always has the actual room. So like I said, if it was 10 people, there's always one. And then you have 9 other people, right? You have 7 to 8 people that are just like, oh God, that are irritated with that person. I'm one of the people that's sitting back, not saying a fucking word. And it's hilarious for the fact that, like I said, I'm a temperature checker. I'm like one of them people that like to read the room, and I love to talk, and I have many of stories, real shit. Don't get me fucked up, don't get me wrong. I got mad stories, but I only talk when I'm comfortable. And that's the thing that where I was kind of getting to was like the main talker that's always talking in these situations, look around and checking the temperature and seeing how the room is and just pretty much just keeping my mouth shut, zipping it up. I'll be seeing people's body gestures. I'll be seeing people's facial expressions, and it'd be like, God, oh God. Like, because that is what it is. People now talk way more than they did 5 to 10 years ago. They more willy-nilly to just cut somebody off and get on they shit, or truthfully even get on the conversational shit and not know what they talking about, and then they be having everybody else looking at them like they fucking stupid as fuck. Because that's the crazy part about it. You remember back in the day, or not even back in the day, the one thing that I've always known, if you don't know about something that everyone's talking about, keep your mouth shut. Because a lot of times, real shit, that one person, whenever that conversation is diverted to something outside of them and what they are thinking up to say, they'll throw their shit in, and then they'll throw it in and then divert it to something else. I mean, everybody else that was still waiting on the fucking punchline to the other conversation, they looking at them as if they're just stupid. And that's exactly how it goes. Like, conversation, linguists, talking in general, man, it's super crazy, man. Like, we're in a different age now to where people just don't understand that silence is golden. Silence is golden. And I've always been like that. And this ain't no pat on the back on me, because that's another reason why I really don't talk too much in social situations. It's for the fact that it's a social situation and I'm trying to learn. I'm still trying to learn. The people that are constantly talking and that are constantly talking about themselves and that are constantly diverting diverting the conversation to them to spit a little about the conversation and then bring it back to them and what they want to put out. Those people are people that think that they know everything. But then when they do that, what they diverted the original conversations to, the people around don't give a shit about, but then they always somehow go back to that conversation just to keep reeling them in. and everybody around them thinks that they're fucking stupid. That's the reason why, in a nutshell, I'm socially awkward in a way, I guess. Truthfully, I can't really say that I'm socially awkward because I'm not. I'm just a person that I like to listen more than I speak. I like to test the temperature, and I like to see and truthfully, hopefully gain knowledge on something that maybe I didn't know about before the situation. So it is what it is. I like to evaluate the entire surrounding before I just thrust myself and put myself in a situation physically or verbally, because a lot of times, I'll put it this way, I don't want to be that person that talks too much. I don't want to be that person that I will never be that person, for the fact that, like, I'm just humble, man. It's about humility. And this isn't a diss towards anyone or you or you or you or you. If you are like that, like they call them social butterflies, or I like to call them chameleons. People that adapt to all situations. It doesn't matter what the conversation is about. They feel like that they can adapt to the conversation. They feel that they got a mouthpiece. They feel that they can talk and say whatever, and adapt. Cool. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. But the one thing that I've noticed is people that talk too much in social situations, socially, the people around them are always, because my thing, you got to understand, I'm the fly on the wall. I'm always in the back. I'm right there. I'm probably looking flyer than everybody around there. But everyone around there that I'm watching are looking at that person that's talking so motherfucking much, are just cringing inside. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that maybe the reason why people are so willy-nilly on talking so motherfucking much these days is for the fact that online they can talk without any repercussions. You feel me? You can make a profile, an account, and put out anything you want. You could put out racist shit. You could put out just pretty much anything you want. But then I think subconsciously, when they go out in public and they're around a bunch of people, they just have a fucking broader voice. They feel more brolic. And it's weird, the fact that happens, because when it's all said and done, those people are literally almost, I'll put it this way. Back in the day, when we were in high school, nerds were dorks were dorks. You know what I mean? If you played sports, you played sports. The smart kids were smart kids. The smart kids were the ones that talked more because they were the smart kids, right? But now, everyone on the fucking planet thinks that they're smart. Everyone on the planet thinks that they're smart for the fact that they have endless amounts of knowledge is at your fingertips. But sometimes they don't understand that there's a time to be humble and shut the fuck up and kind of have some decorum and have some humility and have some type of respect for other people while they're talking. Have some respect for yourself. And to be honest, the smartest thing that you can do is to sometimes fall back, shut your mouth, evaluate the situation, listen a little bit, rather than put out your bullshit ideology. And it's crazy. I always say it, and my thing is, don't go by my word, because that's just me and my characteristics and my personality. I like to listen. I like to evaluate everything before I speak. If we going into a photo editing forum with 15 other people, I make 16, right? Before I say anything about giving advice or opinions or tips and tricks or hacks on editing a photo, even if I kind of knew that I knew more about photo editing than everybody, video editing than everybody, I'm going to shut the fuck up and let everybody talk and say something about something before, so I can learn before I'm going to sit there and put out the information that I want to. Because one thing that's crazy, regurgitated information is irritating information. If you say the obvious, a lot of times you're gonna be looked at as an idiot. That's all this video is about. And truthfully, this ain't nothing but a ramble. This ain't nothing but a rant. This is just pretty much me talking too much. Me talking too much. I'm the person now because I had a ramen Dr. Pepper. But guess what? I'm allowed to do that because this is my YouTube channel. There's only one hot mic. And guess what? Anyone watching this video doesn't have a mic. Actually, you have a mic. It's in the comment section. So you just have to comment on what you thought of this video. Therefore, that's the reason why I ranted and talked so much. It is what it is. And don't get me on the motherfuckers, the loud talkers. Don't get me on the loud talkers because that's a whole nother video. I'm gonna probably do that one tomorrow. Holy shit. Anyhow, it's me, Aaron. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Now get the fuck out of my house.